Same group. That 12-point win for Slashers has them on top of the table. Granard straight away in possession. They win themselves a free. David Callahan, solo and go, plays it in Callahan. Solo and go, plays it inside towards Jamie Brady-Hines with oodles of time and space to look up and shoot, and that's a lovely kick from the number 11, Jamie Brady-Hines. There's a nice ball inside towards James Hagan, who looks up and shoots, and that is an absolute peach from James Hagan. There, but no, patience is the order of the day. Clonguish happy to play it around. Chris Gordon once more playing it inside. This is lovely. Great ball inside towards Flynn. Matthew Flynn gets his first point of chat towards midfield. Good ball inside towards James Hagan. Lovely play from Hagan. Shifts it off to Andrew Flynn. Man racing through is Matthew Flynn. Held back a little bit. Looks up and shoots. That's a lovely point from Matthew Flynn. Scored since. Here's Ben Blessington. Still Blessington. Son of David, of course. Former Longford senior player. Out to Cian O'Donnell outside of the boot. Tries one from distance, but that's gone. In fact, it's gone over. It's a 2-point score. Hagan. Hagan is just so good at winning ball. Still James Hagan. He'll look up and shoot. I'm sure it's going to curl in. That's a beauty. That is an absolute beauty from James Hagan. His second score. Matthew Carey to Matthew Flynn. Matthew Flynn might fancy his chances. Oh, that is an absolute peach from Matthew Flynn. His third score of the evening. Nice ball into the centre. Back outside to Matthew Flynn, who turns and shoots and scores. Another point for Matthew Flynn. That's 4 from play. In fact, I don't even know if play stopped for that one. Cormac Flynn plays it forward towards Matthew Flynn once more. Matthew on the attack. It's just opening up for Flynn. He's got all the space of Pearse Park in front of him. And he points for themselves back into this contest, trailing by 7 points to 3. But of course, with the new rules, a couple of 2-pointers, you're right back in it. Brady-Hines looks up and kicks, and he's put it over. And we're back to a 3. Look at the space that Carey has in front of him. Plays it in towards Cormac Flynn. Carey gets it back, breaks the tackle, plays it forward towards Jack Duggan, who looks up and shoots. It's as simple as that. Lovely score from Jack Duggan. 2 years ago in the championship that saw a young Clonguish team. He basically brought to the final with some superb individual performances and scoring feats. He's got his first score of the evening in 2026. Probably a little bit far out to suggest a 2-point effort, so it's taken quickly and short towards Liam Sullivan. Started well, we haven't seen much from him in the last 10 minutes, but then Clonguish have been so dominant. Ball played in towards Brendan Martin, and that is a lovely kick from Brendan Martin. It's held by a Granard man, but it's won back by Clonguish. James Hagan ships it off to Matthew Carey. Been pulled and dragged. Matthew Carey, solo and go. He's inside the 45, he's inside the arc, he turns and he shoots. That's a lovely point from Matthew. Darren Gallagher kicks, and Darren Gallagher finds the range for the first time this evening from that 40. Over this game. And Granard were very impressive against Columkill last week. And if they can get a couple of goals like they did last week, who knows what might happen in the second half. But Clonguish very well worth their 4-point lead. In fact, perhaps should be further in front. Here come Granard once more. Jordan Martin turns and shoots, and he has scored a beauty. Jordan Martin. Half to its conclusion. Just 3 between them, 10 points to 7. It's far from over. There is that whistle. It's been a very entertaining first half, largely dominated by the Clonguish full forward line. If Granard were to get themselves a goal, they'll be right back in this game. Matthew Carey plays it forward. Mark Tully, of course, in that first half. That was done earlier on. Apologies for that. Meanwhile, Granard with a chance to shoot and score. That's a beauty. It's gone over. Granard are back to 2 points. Breeze. Here's Cormac Flynn. Plays it outside towards Matthew Flynn, outside of the boot from distance. That is a beauty. A 2-pointer from Matthew Flynn. The breeze is too strong for 2-pointers in this second half. Ball played back outside to Darren Gallagher. He curls one in. Is it going to curl enough? That is an absolute peach from Darren Gallagher. Let's see now how he judges it. Kicks it. That's a very good kick from Duggan. He's moved on to 3 points. Hagan gets it at the second attempt. Turns one way, gives it outside towards Matthew Carey, who pops it over. Lovely score from Matthew Carey. Clonguish come forward once more. Jonathan Burke. Jamie Dorr. Simple ball in towards James Hagan. Turns one way, turns on a sixpence. Still James. That's lovely. That's a gorgeous score from James Hagan. This is the most important kick for him this evening. Kicks it. That looks really good. That's a super kick from Darren Gallagher. And one thing you can say, and this is scoreable. Off the ground, this is certainly scoreable. Although Gallagher decides to play it quickly inside. Coming away from it is Jamie Brady Hines. He shoots and he scores a lovely point. And it gives it to James Hagan. Ships a tackle. Plays it outside towards Michael Flynn. He was scoring goals for fun in the championship last year. Plays it back to Matthew Flynn inside the arc this time. That's super. That is super for Matthew Flynn. Mark Cooney. Back to Matthew Flynn once more. Goes to ground, leaves the ball behind him. Granard have a chance. Keane O'Donnell plays it inside. Chance of a goal for Micheál Hines. Must be a goal. It is a goal for Granard. Darren Gallagher. Huge goal for Granard. Mark Cooney. The referee says that was a fair shoulder on Cormac Flynn. Ball played back to Jamie Dorr. Into the centre. Mark Cooney, known to take the odd point. And this time he has tapped it over. Back on his feet. Matthew Carey takes the free. Plays it to Jamie Dorr. Gets it back. Matthew Flynn racing through the centre. Seems to cover ground very quickly. Big strided man. Plays it out to Jack Duggan, who turns and shoots. And Jack Duggan gets it. Ball is switched over to the far side towards Matthew Flynn. Lovely football from Clonguish. That quick transition from defence to attack. Ball played in towards Michael Flynn. Now where's the runner? The runner is the number 30, Ronan Sweeney. Plays it back inside once more. Chance of a late score for Matthew Carey, who taps it over. That's a beauty from Matthew Carey. For Clonguish, top scorer in the game with 8. Matthew Flynn. There's the final whistle. It's all over. Referee did add on a minute at the end, but it made no difference. And Clonguish prevail in the end